Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here with us today. We're very excited to introduce Allsafe, a revolutionary personal cybersecurity platform designed to put an end to the era of fragmented and reactive digital protection. Today, cyber threats are no longer isolated or predictable. They evolve constantly, adapt intelligently, and target users across multiple devices and platforms at the same time. Yet most people are still relying on a patchwork of tools, one for the antivirus, another one for VPNs, another one for password managements, and even then, critical gaps remain. Allsafe was created to address this exact problem. Instead of reacting after the damage is done, our platform is designed to anticipate threats before they occur. We believe cybersecurity should not be complex, intimidating, or reserved for experts. It should be seamless, comprehensive, and accessible to everyone, regardless of technical background. Today, we will show you how Allsafe redefines what personal security means. Behind every strong platform is a strong team. Allow me to introduce the people who made Allsafe possible. Our team brings together expertise across design, cybersecurity, engineering, business strategy, and ethics. What made this collaboration especially effective was the clear division of responsibilities paired with constant communication. This allowed us to move efficiently while maintaining a shared vision. Every decision from interface design to security architecture was shaped by both technical insight and strategic thinking. Together, we transformed a complex cybersecurity challenge into a coherent, real world solution. Our team was deliberately structured to maintain a strong balance between technical execution and strategic oversight. I led user experience design and interface prototyping, focusing on making advanced cybersecurity tools intuitive, clear, and accessible for everyday users. Mara concentrated on cybersecurity research and threat intelligence, ensuring that our platform is grounded in real-world attack patterns and emerging threats. Sufyan handled all the programming and technical development, including the AI-driven threat detection system, blockchain encrypted VPN, across platform compatibility, and the full stack architecture of Allsafe. Pranit contributed through system security analysis and risk assessment, identifying vulnerabilities before attackers could exploit them. Suhanika developed the go-to-market strategy and business model, while Aya ensured regulatory compliance and ethical privacy frameworks were integrated from the start. This structure allowed us to work quickly and cohesively. Sufyan's technical execution in particular transformed our collective ideas into a functional working platform. In the next slide, he'll demonstrate how Allsafe operates. Before diving deeper into the technical details, let's take a moment to see Allsafe in action. This video demonstrates how our platform functions in real time. You'll see how threats are detected, analyzed, and communicated to the user in a clear and non-intrusive way. Rather than overwhelming users with technical jargon, Allsafe translates complex security events into understandable actions. The demo also highlights the platform's seamless interface and cross-device functionality. Whether a user is on a laptop, smartphone, or connected network, Allsafe provides consistent protection without disrupting their daily activities. This video represents our core philosophy: powerful security working quietly in the background while users stay in control.
This is how it should look like the intelligent security companion Allsafe. Tired of juggling multiple security apps? Hackers are getting smarter. Phishing emails look real. Your data is never truly safe. Meet Allsafe, the world's first intelligent security companion. One unified system. All your devices protected. No more gaps in your security. AI that thinks like you and ahead of hackers. 99.3% accuracy in threat detection. Real-time phishing and malware blocking. Deep fake detection for video and audio calls. We don't just block threats, we fight back. Active defense with ethical honeypots. Data obfuscation to confuse attackers. 24/7 dark web monitoring. Your privacy is our priority. Local AI keeps your data on device. Quantum-resistant VPN. Zero-knowledge architecture. We never see your data. data. Simple setup. One dashboard. Works on phone, laptop, tablet, and smart devices. Family and business plans available. Seamless cross-device protection. Join thousands who trust Allsafe. Start your free trial today. One plan. All devices. Total peace of mind. Download Allsafe now. Your intelligent security companion is waiting. Protect everything that matters.
To guide you through our concept clearly, here's a roadmap for today's presentation. We'll begin with an executive summary to establish the context and core vision behind Allsafe. From there, we'll explain what Allsafe is and highlight the core innovation that differentiates it from existing solutions. Next, we'll walk through a SWOT analysis followed by our priority plan, then explain why Allsafe is positioned to win in this competitive market. We'll then break down how the platform works before discussing success matrix, financial implications, and risk contingency strategies. Finally, we'll present our timeline, summarize the key takeaways, and reflect on what we've learned as a team throughout this project. So let's start with the big picture. The problem with today's cybersecurity landscape is fragmentation. Users are expected to manage multiple tools for antivirus protection, VPN services, password security, dark web protection, and device protection. This complexity creates gaps, and hackers are very good at finding them. Allsafe solves this by acting as a unified AI-powered cybersecurity companion. Instead of juggling multiple subscriptions and dashboards, users manage everything in one place. Even more importantly, Allsafe goes beyond passive protection. Our innovation lies in combining real-time monitoring with active defense mechanisms such as honeypots and data obfuscation. The market opportunity is substantial, over $25 billion, with nearly 48% growth driven by demand for simplified, all-in-one security solutions. Our goal is clear: to become the default digital protection guardian for privacy-conscious users worldwide. So what is Allsafe? Allsafe is not just another security application, it's a complete digital protection ecosystem. Imagine having a personal cybersecurity expert that works continuously on your behalf across every device and every other network you use. Allsafe protects smartphones, tablets, laptops, IoT devices, cloud services, and even home networks, all through a single platform. What makes this powerful is not just the coverage, but the simplicity. Users don't need just technical expertise to stay connected. Allsafe operates silently in the background, stepping in only when action is needed. This approach reduces fatigue, increases adoption, and ensures that the protection is always active, even when users forget about it. What truly sets Allsafe apart is the AI-driven active defense system. Traditional cybersecurity tools wait for attacks to occur, then respond. Allsafe flips this model. Using intelligent honeypots, we deploy decoy data that attracts attackers and reveals their behavior. At the same time, data obfuscation ensures that even if information is accessed, it is meaningless and unusable. This proactive strategy allows Allsafe to predict attack patterns and adapt defenses in real time, and even neutralize threats before damage occurs. Rather than simply building walls, Allsafe deploys intelligent sentinels that learn, adapt, and defend dynamically.
So, hello everyone, I'm Suhanika, and today I'm going to be talking about the SWOT analysis framework of our app. So, why we did the SWOT analysis? So, we did it to understand if our company goals are realistic and resilient. We also did it to understand what strengths and weaknesses we face internally and what opportunities we might get in the future in the market and what threats we might experience externally. So, first, I'll start with the strengths, what we do well. So one of the biggest advantages of our app is our advanced AI and unified platform. So our app offers separate tools for different security problems and it brings into one system, which helps reduce complexity for users. So, in addition, we are very early in this active defense, which allows us to solve problems that traditional security solutions don't actively address. Now, looking at weaknesses, what we need to improve are negative factors. So, we identified areas that could limit adoption if not addressed early. So, one of it is that the mobile performance is critical because most users rely on their phones for daily security related actions. So, if the experience isn't smooth, users will lose trust quickly and will lose interest quickly as well. So we also recognize that active defense operates in a legally sensitive space and unclear regulations. Uh, so this could create risk if we move too quickly. Um, so now for the opportunity, like the external positive conditions, the market conditions, and technological and trends and everything. So market conditions are actually strongly in our favor. So the demand for security solutions that are simple and easy to use is increasing, especially those which are like non-technical for users who feel overwhelmed by traditional products. And at the same time, there's like stricter privacy regulations in the EU that are pushing individuals and companies to take security more seriously. So has caused a strong entry point for our solution to come up. So finally, there's threats, which is the external negative conditions, competition, regulations, and risk. So there are threats that are like beyond our direct control. So there's like established competitors like Norton. They already have like a strong brand recognition and large resources. And on top of that, there's like regulatory uncertainty and rapid technological changes. So we're not sure if our company will be able to like catch up to the technological changes because today and tomorrow in the technological world is very different. So because we've already identified these risks early, this allows us to like plan mitigation strategies rather than just being caught off guard. So overall, the SWOT analysis helped us connect our ideas to reality. It also guided our strategy by showing us where to lean, where to be cautious, and where to prepare for change. So, moving on, I'm going to be talking about the priority action plan. So, using the SWOT analysis that I showed you guys before, we built a clear 12-month roadmap. So, it's structured in phases, so we're always building on what comes before. So, in the first 1 to 3 months, it's the strengthen core. So, our focus is on getting the basics right, finishing the MVP, securing $2.8 million in seed funding, and hiring the right AI and cybersecurity talent. This phase is about validation and readiness. So the second phase is month 4 to 6, which addresses the weakness. So in months 4 to 6, we turn inward to fix gaps. We optimize mobile performance, set up clear legal frameworks for active defense, and run a beta test with 500 users so we can improve on real-time feedbacks. And now for month 7 to 9, which is exploit opportunities. Once the product is stable, we move into market entry during these months. We launch product hunt. Um, Engage with security communities and plan to secure an OEM partnership and start preparing for entry into the EU market. And then the last phase, which is the month 10 to 12, which is mitigate threats. So we focus on strengthening trust and resilience. We complete SOC to Type 1 certification, monitor competitors, and put a risk crisis communication plan in place so we're prepared if anything goes wrong. So now moving on. So I'm going to be talking about why Allsafe wins. So we don't try to compete with everyone from day one. We start in D, which is niche leadership. So we focus on niche leadership by targeting privacy conscious users who care deeply about security. Um, as those early adopters come on board, we build momentum through feedback, trust, and word of mouth. With a proven product, we then expand into C, which is the broader market, where Allsafe is already established and trusted. And then eventually, with scale, credibility, and a strong foundation, we're in a position to challenge A, who are the market leaders. This step-by-step growth is what makes Allsafe sustainable. It's focused at the start and strategic in expansion and strong in the long run. Now I'm going to invite my friend Sofiane to explain further about what our app does and what it is. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sufyan, and today I will walk you through to a tutorial of how our Allsafe will be working in the next phases using this prototype. First of all, now let's walk through the user journey. From login to daily use, every interaction with Allsafe is designed to be intuitive, informative, and empowering. It starts with security from the first step. Users log in with email and passwords protected by blockchain-based encryption. Even our login process is a statement. Security shouldn't start after you're in. It should start before you enter. Once logged in, users land on a clean, informative dashboard. On the left, key features are accessible, dark web monitor, VPN protection, network security, and more. Front and center is a real-time alert system. For example, if a breach is detected, like an email found in a recent leak, the user is notified immediately with clear, actionable steps. Next, we land on the dark web monitor feature. This feature is like having a detective working for you 24/7. It continuously scans the dark web for your personal leaked data, emails, phones, numbers, account details. If something is found, you're alerted with the risk level and specific recommendations, such as changing a password or enabling two-factor authentication. Our VPN doesn't just hide your IP address, it encrypts your traffic using a decentralized blockchain network. Encryption keys are split and distributed, eliminating single points of failure. This means even if one node is compromised, your data remains secure. We also ensure minimal latency, security without slowdowns. Next, the network security details. Here, users see every device connected to their home network: phones, laptops, smart cameras, even IoT gadgets. Each device is listed with its name, status, and last active time. This visibility is power. You can't protect what you can't see. For users with security cameras, Allsafe provides a dedicated dashboard with live views and activity logs, motion alerts, access history, and camera health status are all in one place, turning a collection of cameras into an intelligent security system. We measure success across 4 dimensions, each tied to our SWOT. This ensures we're not just tracking growth, but also resilience, efficiency, and market impact. To validate our strength, we track patent filing, age plus or minus in year one to protect our IP, threat detection accuracy over 99.5%, user retention more than 90% monthly, indicator trust and value. To mitigate weaknesses, we focus on reducing customer acquisition cost from $48 to $28, achieving profitability by month 28, keeping support ticket under 5% of our user base monthly. To capture opportunities, we aim for 5% market share in the unified security segment by year 2. 3 major OEM deals in year 1. 30% of revenue from the EU by year 3. To neutralize threat, we commit 0 successful breach of our own systems, 100% regularity audit pass rate, 50% conversion rate from competitors like Norton and MCAFE, and so on. Our financial model is built on realistic, risk-adjusted projections, base case, leveraging strength and opportunities for a 5 times return by year 3. Base case, managing weaknesses and threats for a 2.5 return by year 3. Worst case, if threats neutralize, we still break even by year 4. This isn't speculation, it's scenario planning. We don't just hope for the best, we plan for the worst. Our contingency plans cover 5 major threat scenarios, with early warning signs and quick response actions for each one of them. For example, if a major competitor responds, we accelerate our active defense, launch and adjust pricing if regulation tightens, we pivot to monitoring only mode, and activate a legal defense fund. If funding dries up, we extend our runway to 24 months and focus on profitability. If we face a security breach, we isolate immediately, communicate transparently, and compensate affected users. If quantum computing disrupts encryption, we fast-track post-quantum cryptography implementation. Next, our competitive advantage is built on technical excellence and strategic market positioning. First of all, our proprietary AI and blockchain architecture, developed entirely in-house by me, give us a technology moat that competitors cannot easily replicate. Second, we enter the market through a niche leadership strategy, targeting privacy-conscious early adopters who value integrated proactive protection. Third, leveraging cross-platform implementation. We ensure seamless user experience across all devices, a key differentiator in a fragmented tool landscape. Finally, our roadmap is designated to scale from niche to mass market, eventually challenging established players like Norton and MCAV with superior unified technology. This visual summarizes our path to leadership. Start in the niche leadership. We launch with a technically advantaged platform targeting early adopters, build momentum. We refine the AI and blockchain system based on real user feedback, strengthening our tech edge. Expand to C. Border market with a proven scalable architecture. We entered the mainstream security market. Challenge A. Market leadership. We leverage our technical superiority and integrated ecosystem to compete directly with industry giants. Thank you, everyone.
I'll be talking about the product and strategy timeline. Our timeline is structured across 3 planned phases, each designed to align future technical milestones with long-term business objectives. Across every stage, Sofiane's hands-on development and execution are planned to remain central to turning strategy into scalable and secure product. The first phase focuses on establishing a strong technical foundation. Sofiane will lead the development of Allsafe's core technologies, including the AI-driven threat detection engine, blockchain encrypted VPN, and a secure cross-platform architecture. As the platform expands across iOS, Android, desktop, and IoT environments, performance optimization is expected to be a key challenge. To address this, we plan to prioritize efficiency and responsiveness while maintaining high security standards. With a stable prototype in place, there is a clear opportunity to build an early user community. A closed beta is planned to gather real-world feedback, which will be used to refine AI models and improve user flows. Security validation is also anticipated as a major risk at this stage. To mitigate this, external security audits and penetration testing are planned, ensuring the platform is robust and production-ready before wider release. In the launch phase, the focus shifts from development to market entry. Allsafe's technical differentiation is expected to be a key strength, particularly features such as honeypot-based active defense and decentralized encryption, which will be emphasized to educate the market. As user adoption increases, scaling customer support is also to become a challenge. To manage this, Sofiane plans to implement automated monitoring and alerting systems, enabling efficient support without excessive optional growth. With a scalable and reliable platform, opportunities for early partnerships are expected to emerge, including OEM and reseller collaborations to accelerate market penetration. At the same time, competitive responses are anticipated. To stay ahead, real-time threat intelligence and market monitoring will be integrated, allowing the technical roadmap to adapt proactively. During the scale phase, the focus will be on intelligence, compliance, and global growth. Continuous refinement of the AI models is planned to improve threat prediction accuracy and reduce false positives. As the product expands internationally, no, as the product expands internationally, regulatory compliance is expected to become a limited factor. The platform will be adapted to meet GDPR, CCPA, and other regional requirements without compromising performance. With compliance and localization in place, global expansion into EU and APAC markets is planned, unlocking long-term growth opportunities. Looking ahead, evolving regulations and future security standards remain a potential risk. To address this, the technical infrastructure is being designed with future readiness in mind, including preparation for post-quantum cryptography. Next, I would like to talk about the key insights guiding Allsafe's path forward. First, our edge is real. We're the first to unify AI security with active defense, and Sofian's work in AI, blockchain, and cross-platform systems give us a strong defensible advantage. Second, the market is ready. Users want simplicity and privacy, and instead of juggling multiple tools, Allsafe delivers one seamless, intelligent solution. Third, execution is critical. We need to move fast before larger players react, and Sofian's agile development approach allows us to iterate and deploy quickly. Fourth, risk is manageable. From regulation to competition, most challenges can be handled through flexible technical design without rebuilding from scratch. Finally, the impact is big. This isn't just another app. It's a new standard for personal cybersecurity, putting AI-driven active defense in everyday users' hands. So what happens next? First, we secure 2.8 million in seed funding to scale development and go to market. At the same time, we complete the MVP, fully implementing and testing our core differentiators. Then we launch a controlled beta with 2,000 users to gather real-world feedback and refine the platform. In parallel, we establish the legal framework for active defense to stay compliant as we innovate. And finally, we begin partnership conversations with OEMs, distributors, and security communities. Thank you.
So, hello everyone, I'm Marwa and I'll be presenting our report. So, this project was developed for critical thinking at NEAA. It reflects interdisciplinary collaboration, technical rigor, and strategic problem solving, the core of what we've learned in this course. Our detailed plan is built on a powerful three-layered architecture that combines an AI threat engine and a blockchain VPN and federated learning to keep data private. We're entering a $25 billion market by targeting tech-savvy users, families, and small businesses with a simple, affordable subscription model. Our financials are strong, projecting 2 million users and $120 million in annual revenue within 5 years. We have a globally cleared 18-month roadmap to launch and scale globally, backed by successful beta testing with over 1,000 users. Every aspect from technical risks to user setup has been planned to ensure we deliver a seamless, unified security experience from day one. So this project was also listening, applied critical thinking. Each of us grew in different ways. For instance, that's Sham in leadership and logical consistency, Pranit in analytical decision making, me in connecting data to strategy, Suhanika in balancing UX and security, Sufyan in technical systems thinking, and finally, AI in ethical and regulatory framing. We didn't just build a product, we built a mindset. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is me, Saksham Mantaladar, the group leader, and this is my learning outcome. The critical thinking course significantly shaped my academic development by transforming how I approach complex problems, evaluate information, and collaborate with others in structured, evidence-based ways. Through the completion of Allsafe project, I gained first-hand experience in applying critical thinking principles to a real-world issue, moving beyond theoretical understanding toward practical implementation. Rather than viewing critical thinking as an abstract skill, this course demonstrated how it functions as an essential mindset for analyzing uncertainty, questioning assumptions, and developing well-reasoned solutions in interdisciplinary contexts. The most impactful learning outcome of the course was my improved ability to analyze complex, evolving problems systematically. The Allsafe project required our group to examine the modern personal cybersecurity landscape area and an area characterized by rapid technical change, fragmented solutions, and increasing user vulnerability. As a team leader, the course especially provided a meaningful learning experience in leadership and decision making. Coordinating an interdisciplinary project required me to synthesize contributions from members working on technical design, market analysis, and operational planning. It also required me to make difficult decisions when ideas conflicted or when time constraints demanded prioritization. Communication skills were another significant learning outcome from this course. Both written and verbal communication played a crucial role in translating complex ideas into accessible formats. The Allsafe project required us to present technical cybersecurity concepts in a way that could be understood by non-technical stakeholders. As a team leader, I also had to communicate expectations, deadlines, and feedback effectively, which improved my clarity and confidence in professional communication settings. Thank you to Professor Wallace for helping us and guiding us throughout this course. Thank you.
Throughout this course, I've learned to evaluate multiple perspectives before reaching conclusions, which helped me make more balanced and informed decisions. I became more aware of potential biases in my own reasoning and worked to address them. I also improved my ability to support arguments using relevant and credible evidence rather than assumptions. Additionally, I learned to clearly distinguish between facts, opinions, and assumptions. Overall, this process helped me reflect on and continuously improve my personal reasoning and critical thinking skills. Thank you.
So during this project, I applied critical thinking to real-world market analysis. I didn't just collect data, I evaluated source credibility, connected cybersecurity theory to user needs, and interpreted trends to support our go-to-market strategy. My analytical reasoning helped us identify market gaps and turn data into actionable insights, ensuring Allsafe strategy was both evidence-based and forward-thinking. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Suhanika and I'm going to be talking about what I learned through this project and this critical thinking course. So I learned how to critically evaluate UX and design choices by focusing on clarity, usability, and risk instead of just visual appeal. I also developed the ability to balance usability, user behavior, and security, understanding that one often affects the other. And through feedback and testing, I learned how to refine ideas logically by identifying patterns and prioritizing meaningful improvements. I strengthened my analytical reasoning by assessing user needs and considering how different design decisions influence user behavior. Overall, this project helps me become more comfortable making trade-offs and iterating solutions based on evidence, which improved my critical thinking and my decision-making skills. And I'd like to thank Professor Wallace for giving us this opportunity uh, so that we could improve more on ourselves and improve more on our public speaking. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Aya, and this slide reflects my approach to dual learning outcomes, a way of learning that goes beyond absorbing information to actively applying and refining it in practice. Let me share what that looks like. I start by analyzing problems systemically, using structured methods instead of intuition alone. I pay close attention to underlying assumptions in any argument, always asking not just what is being said, but why it's believed. I work to build reasoning that is clear and structured, making my thought process easily to follow and convincing. I also start to anticipate counter arguments and limitations, preparing myself to engage thoughtfully with different perspectives. And perhaps most importantly, I make sure to apply these skills to real world situations so that my learning remains relevant and actionable. Ultimately, this mindset helped me not only learn, but learn how to learn and how to use that learning wisely.
The critical thinking course fundamentally transformed my approach to technical challenges by providing a structured framework for analysis and evaluation. The core learning outcome was moving from reactive problem solving to proactive, evidence-based system design. I learned to consistently separate observation from assumption and to rigorously challenge my own biases. I applied this directly in a project to redesign a distributed file storage system. Instead of jumping to a familiar solution, I first used deconstruction to break the monolithic problem into its core components: data flow, metadata management, and consistency protocols. Then, employing logical reasoning, I created a decision matrix for critical design choices, like consistency models for each option. I forced myself to articulate not just the benefits, but the potential failure modes and dependencies, asking what evidence support this, and what could prove it wrong. Finally, I validated the proposed architecture through a series of what-if scenarios, stress testing the interdependencies between components. This disciplined process, borrowed directly from the course methodologies, resulted in a more resilient, justifiable design and gave me the confidence to clearly communicate the technical rationale to both engineers and non-technical shareholders.
Hello, I'm back again. So on these slides, you can see screenshots of my group's presentation from this semester. They represent our learning journey and the development of our critical thinking skills. At the beginning, our work focused mainly on understanding and organizing information. As the semester progressed, we became more analytical, questioning ideas, and connecting theory to real-life situations. By the end of our presentations, we were clearer, more logical, and more professional, showing our growth in both critical thinking and teamwork. So in closing, I hope this gives you some insights into how me and my lovely teammates learn and think. Thank you for your time and attention. Goodbye.